Kind of a bittersweet treat for me, another one, and I'd like to share that with you now. We're going to end the second half of our set with a World War II tribute right now, and we're going to kick it off with a tribute not only to the veterans who fought in World War II, but also to the wives who stayed home on the home front and who stayed by their side through thick and thin. And this little tribute that we're going to do for you now, funny story behind it. My grandfather was in the World War II in the Army, stationed in Germany. My grandmother lived in Easton, and it was her sweetheart, Sammy, and she used to write him letters and send pictures, and she used to make records. She was a singer herself, and I'm not sure if many of you know that. That's where the inspiration behind the Swing Time Dolls came from. It was my grandmother. And not too long ago, I found some old records, and I had them remastered and restored, and to my surprise, not only was my grandmother on this record, but my grandfather also sent a record to her from overseas while he was in the Army. And what a surprise to hear, and very touching. So this tribute is to the war wives and to everyone who had that heartache and longed for their sweetheart in World War II. So with that being said, we're ready when you are. You'll never know just how much I care, and if I tried, I still couldn't hide my love for you. Told you so a million or more times. You went away and my heart went with you. I speak your name in my every prayer. If there is some other way to prove that I love you, I swear I don't know how. You'll never know if you don't know now. My grandmother actually recorded this song in particular for my grandfather. This was one of them. And she wrote herself a little bridge that was meant only for my grandfather's ears. But I'll see what I can remember from that, and I'd like to sing that little part for you right now, if I can remember. It goes something like this. I miss you since you went away, dear. Miss you more than I can say, dear. Daytime, nighttime, thinking of you.
This is Gilda.
Oh, honey, how are you? I don't know what to say. But you know what I always want to say. And I love you. Goodbye now, honey. I'll see you soon, I hope.
You went away and my heart went with you. original swing time doll, Gilda.
I'm gonna love that guy like he's never been loved before. I'm gonna kiss that guy, he's a fella that I adore. And when he's in my arms again, my dreams will all come true. And the thoughts that years might never have been will start a life anew. I'm gonna kiss that guy like he's never been kissed before. And though I miss that guy, he's the fella I've waited for. We'll never part again, he'll hold my heart again, forever and evermore. I'm gonna love that guy like he's never been loved before.
Beautiful voice, right? She was so young when she made that record. They both were. And that's obviously so special to my heart. And the girls and I decided to do something special, not only for my grandparents, but your grandparents, your parents, your aunts, uncles, your brothers, and your sisters, all of the people who have fought for our country and made this country so great. And we'd like to play a little tribute for all of our veterans here, not just our World War II veterans, but for all of those who went before, for all of those who serve today. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your service. And we think that this is such a beautiful song. And we'd love to put a little homage to it, if you will. So once again, thank you not only to the war wives, but to our veterans, those who continue to fight today. And we do hope you enjoy In My Life.
Soldiers, sailors, and airmen of the Allied Expeditionary Force, you are about to embark upon the great crusade toward which we have striven these many months. The eyes of the world are upon you. The hopes and prayers of liberty-loving people everywhere march with you.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I love them all. My grandfather, Sammy, and my grandmother, Gilda, once again. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you, and these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more.
The free men of the world are marching together to victory. I have full confidence in your courage, devotion to duty, and skill in battle. We will accept nothing less than full victory. Good luck, and let us all beseech the blessing of Almighty God upon this great and noble undertaking.
Though I know I'll never ever lose affection for people and things that